Hey, hey! Happy Monday, everyone. How's it going today? It is Crafter's Choice in the Crafty Bunch. My name is Michelle. My business name is Bell's Creative Studio or my Belle Creations. Just kind of depends on where you look. I'm gonna share myself out here just a tad. There we go. All right. I haven't had an opportunity to watch the first couple of presenters today. I just stopped in to say hi, really. So, for Crafter's Choice, it's been a while, I feel like, since I've done a Crafter's Choice. And so, not having a theme or guidelines, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? That's usually, the easiest thing. Hopefully Mufasa gets himself settled here. That's usually the easiest thing for me is Crafter's Choice. But yeah, today I was like, what do I want to do? What are my choices? So I decided that I thought about starting a whole nother journal. Like I really need to do that. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. And decided against it, decided that I have my Alice in Wonderland journal, the journal that we do in Bell's Creative Club. And I started this French inspired journal from Heidi's last event. And I thought, well, I'm going to do something that will go in that journal. So I just kind of started there and looking around. And I don't really think that there are any original ideas, and this is something that's way too simple for it to be an original idea anyway. But I haven't ever seen it, which of course doesn't mean that it hasn't happened or hasn't been done. But I don't have any signatures started or anything. Hey, Christy! So I thought, well, let's just make something that is on theme and that will go in this journal once it is, once it's really going, once it's really got legs. So if you are watching from my page, please watch through the Crafty Bunch. Hey, Luann. Hi, Jeanette. And if you see anybody that you don't follow, please give them a follow. Actually, Christy with Funky Junk Inspiration is up after me. And if you missed Saturday, I encourage you to go back and watch. She made a really cool journal out of some of the stuff I sent her. Hi, Cheryl. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. I can't remember how late it goes, but there are several more people after me. Then Christy, I know Heidi's in there somewhere. I think Beverly's in there somewhere. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I have gotten some positive feedback on the color choices and everything because it was just a little different from our normal, pale creams, pinks, blues things that we had been doing. So it was really fun switch up to do deeper, darker colors. And there may be more surprises coming in future paper packs, which, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to put hashtag paper pack, all one word, all lowercase, in the comments, then you will get a little message from me with a link for the information on that. Hey, Callie. So I am going to just do a little something. If you didn't see, this is the French inspired journal cover. Let me get this switched. And I will also switch this. Hopefully without turning off the sound or doing anything else like I've done in the past. Okay, hey, looky there. It's actually in a good spot. I normally have to adjust. So this was the French inspired journal cover that I did for Heidi's event. It was super fun, and it truly did inspire me to continue on creating this way. I really I really liked it and enjoyed it. So we're going to make something to go in here. On Thursday, when I go live for my journals in progress, I'm probably still going to be working on Alice in Wonderland. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe I'll work on this. We'll both be surprised if you tune in and watch that. Okay, so where is my other? So this right here, which you can't, I think you can maybe see. So if you guys have seen me mess with heavy body gel, I always talk about how there's glossy, there's matte, and there's black. Now the glossy, it does have a shine to it, but it dries completely clear, like glass clear. The matte does not dry clear, but it is really good to use on glass or cellophane to give it kind of a frosted look, so you can put it through stencils, and it kind of gives things an etched glass type of look when you use it in that way. So that's what I did here, and I just tried to make it look like a window. So I thought that this would be part of the signature, possibly like a center, because in my brain I'm thinking, we've got outside, and then we've got inside. And I just was like, let's play around with making this a whole thing. A whole thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that, right? A whole thing. Okay, so I didn't get, hey Linda, I didn't get so far as to plan out how on earth I'm going to do this, but as I'm sitting here, I'm like, why not? I'll just use some of my tracing paper. I'll just use some of my tracing paper. That'll work, right? Then I can figure out, because I'm going to do the whole outside of this, building, I guess, in this brick. Oops. So that this will be what I'm cutting out. Where do I want? I love that this paper is like the toile. Hi Betty. Yeah, like a little house. I mean, for it to really work, it will have to be a center of a signature. You know what I mean? So that you can see the whole thing. But I think it'll be cool. I'm just kind of trying to. I like this green bit, but if I do it like this, then it's upside down. Okay, so I think I want that to be up above. And then how far over from this side? Give me this. So we only have to be this far over on this side. And that's plenty at the bottom. So I am going to, I have some, oh gosh, what do you call it? Hey Renee, how are you, girlfriend? Oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about. The stuff that used to go in the 2-part receipts and stuff. I have some, but I don't know exactly where it is. Or I think it's in the other room. So I am going to just wing it. That's what we do it around here. That's what we do at the Allen house all the time. as we wing it. This paper is kind of it's pretty heavily, you know, designed, so make some pretty good sized marks on there. There. Okay. So there. Goodness me. I have a tendency to, ooh, another new studio girl. I sometimes can make things a little bit more complicated than they have to be. Not me. I'm just going to go ahead and cut up to this. It'll be fine. I'm not going to try and make a hole. And I'm going to wing this part too. Winging it is underrated. Yeah, that would have worked, huh? That would have worked, Linda. We all know that I have a cutting, I can't cut a straight line. I'm just not good at it. Well, let's see how we did. Not too shabby. So this is obviously not a very big space, but I've bought those kind of shadow box style frames for Halloween. You wing it there too. That's why we get along, girl. And put like, I think like I put a raven on the outside. This was for Halloween last year. This is what I did. I used the matte heavy body gel to make window panes because it doesn't dry quite clear, but gives it that frosted look. So it's fun to use for that. And in my brain, I'm like, you could do that for like Christmas too would be a good time. You know, a good, make it look like, what is that, flocking or snow or, you know, whatevs. I am just going to tack this down enough so that I can trim it up. From the other side. I have, you know, some of those advertisements. Ugh. Like, I feel like some of this could look like posters, you know, on the outside. Is there any other way? If there is, I don't know it. Or it causes me anxiety. If there is, it makes me anxious. There we go. So I've got 45 minutes and we're just playing. I feel like for some reason, this June has just been stressful. And I'm like, you know, I don't necessarily believe in all of the whole astrology business that people talk about. But I'm like, there is some sort of something happening because I'm not the only one I've noticed that feels discombobulated. I may have cut my seam there a little bit, but that's okay. My allergies have been really bad. I know I've heard other people talk about that too. Okay. So this one here, I don't know that it would work for this same type of deal. I mean, obviously you could do something with it, but maybe not the same thing. Finish getting this down here. Look at this peeling paint one. Isn't that cool? It was a toss-up. The heat is frying our brains. It has been hot for you, girl. Like here, it hasn't been, it's so humid. It's so much more humid than we're used to here in the Midwest. But it's only been, you know, around 90, between, you know, upper 80s, low 90s, which for us isn't too bad. You know, it'll get up into 110 or so here before summer's over, but so the actual temperature hasn't been awful. It's just okay. So there's that. I'm gonna have to round these corners or it'll drive me crazy. Yeah, it's hotter. It's so weird because I feel like September used to feel like fall. Do you guys remember when September was fall? But now it still seems like summertime. Okay. So I picked, because you guys remember the cover is these kind of sagey, mint, muted greens and dusty rose, burgundy, pinks like that. So this is basically upside down, but this is basically the wallpaper. So obviously I want it to be, I want this to be vertical. I thought about trying to do something where it was two. But I do that. This one might be a little bit too busy. Oh, 110. Gosh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Ow! I just hit my knuckle. My sore knuckle. I hit it on my thing. Ugh, come on. I didn't think that the background wallpaper would be something that held me up, but I'm not liking. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like that's not too bad. Ooh, that one's cute too. Okay. Nope. This one kind of complements that. Ooh, I really like that one, but not for this. I know. You know how it is when you Like it's gross looking. I shouldn't. That one's not bad either. I like it too. When you have like a sore on your finger or say on your toe or something like that, don't you feel extremely vulnerable? Okay, I've got those. Those are the ones I like. I think I'm just going to go with this one for right here. And you know what? I'm just going to put it down. I'm laying her down. I need the glue stick. I actually thought I still had some. I do. Has anybody ever tried these? These glue, they're actually like pens and they're glue. I'm curious if you have and if you like them. It's called Quickie Glue. And you basically just draw the glue on where you want it. I've not had good luck. So if you've tried that and have had success, I would love to hear. I'd love to hear about your success with that. This Tim Holtz, I think it's just called wallpaper. This paper that I'm using right here, it actually has a texture like an old kind of fabric wallpaper. Ooh, this glue stick is, maybe it's old. It's like dried out. It's acting very weird. Okay. Even if that isn't, I'll probably have to do some more on that, but oh my goodness, I did. I'm like, did I just cut my paper dolls away? I did, because like these things are way too big. I don't think I need the miniature, or like the little ones, the small ones. Let's try. Let's see. Yeah, I can tell those are too small. She will have to be chopped off, but let me see. Because I'm thinking I will do some stuff around the window, like, you know, making it look more like a window, obviously. Don't like her as well. Right, Luann? She would be creepy. Actually, I don't know why, but this girl looks a little bit creepy to me too. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. Sometimes the kids are a little creepy, I think. Y'all, I have used up almost all. It might end up being the First Lady. She looked the best so far. Oh, she looks. See, this business right here with their arm up, like I totally get it. But for this, I almost feel like I need to have a chair, which, you know, I might actually have. I like her. I like the look on her face. She actually almost looks like, I don't know, like she would be staring out a window. Hey, Lydia. Okay, so she is definitely the one. And then as far as around the outside here, I'm wanting just kind of like, I don't know, it framed out. So this might be something that I end up cutting and just kind of piecing together out of, like, I have that wood paneling looking paper. Let me grab some fabric here. I'm still here. I'm digging in my fabric. I need a fairly small print, I feel like. Okay. Because I'm thinking, kind of thinking, you know, like curtains. I'm obviously not going to want to cover her. But that green right there, let me rip some of this. You guys can't really see it from the shine, huh? There. They're still glare even when I turn the light off. But I feel like that fabric matches the wallpaper. Maybe more of like a Valance type of situation. So I purposefully put some of the gel medium to make it kind of try and look old, but now it just kind of looks like I messed up. I feel like. Don't really like this one. This is just going to give me an idea if this is something I was thinking like a advertisement poster. but it would need to be yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of feel like it could have, I want it to be almost like peeling. There, I like that. I think you guys can see it a little bit better there. I mean, I can move it around. I'm not sure exactly where, but it definitely, I feel like it goes. Okay. What time is it? So I have 15 minutes. Let me look at my, I'm just trying to see. Oh, this is all too shabby chicy. Maybe that. Oh, but that's pretty right there. Maybe. Okay, this may seem crazy, but I'm just pulling things that have like a wood. Okay, just to see. Sometimes it seems like if it just doesn't seem like it, if it just doesn't seem like it should go. Oh, that's okay, Phyllis. Thanks for hopping on. Then it does, and it does. So, I like to go ahead and try it. So, let's see. Because when you're looking at this piece of paper, it's all, pink and kind of chartreuse like wood. But if you just look at this little area right here, then it's wood with a little bit of pink. You know what I mean? Am I making sense, y'all? Where's my ruler? Where's my Terran ruler? Shoot. Well, shoot. Don't really want to cut. organization. Ooh. Good, Luann. Thank you. Your hands are in the dirt. Okay. I like, oh man, where is my ruler? I like this line right here. And I don't want it cut, you know? Now I'm not sure I like it on the outside, but it might not be bad on the inside. I don't know. Let me audition this. Just a few more. I gotta go ahead and tear it down smaller. I couldn't quite, it's like I couldn't see what I wanted to see. I feel like this is not bad. So I don't think the yellow is too awful bad, honestly. I'm gonna try something else here too. Sometimes my knees don't work. I get down, but I can't get back up. Okay, let's just kind of get it in there and see. I'm moving it down just so that I can definitely tone that yellow down by doing that. You can see right there. I'm gonna have to like do the whole thing and see what I think. The other side, I sanded first, which only difference it would make would be the fact that the paper would pick it up better. And then on either side, maybe I want to go back to It sometimes is hard to not feel rushed, but I mean, it's worse, I think, for being, when you're live, but I'm just, sometimes you can feel rushed when you're on your own creating, like you should have a decision made, or that you're somehow failing because you don't have it exactly, like you haven't found the exact thing that you're looking for just yet. I'm just going to encourage you to take your time and not allow your brain to rush you. Yeah, I like it. I like it too. I just don't know that I would like it all the way around. I kind of like the idea of, see, I don't hate that. The yellow and this wood color kind of, I don't know why the yellow works, but it does. I kind of like that, I think. I want to, what do we got here? Vintage photo. I don't want that. I've got weathered wood. It's a gray color, and sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes the gray seems to work well. Where's my ground espresso? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I've got all these greens. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I feel like inking this is more like just, instead of, usually when we ink the sides, it's to frame it out, and this I kind of feel like is more literally for shading, or like to make it three-dimensional. What time is it? Oh Lord, y'all, I've got 2 minutes. Let's at least get one side on here, right? I'm not sure why, but this is how I've got to do this. Thanks, Luann. You too. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be running errands the rest of the day, y'all. And I'll be sharing an update, and I will be working on this on Thursdays on my Journals in Progress lives. It just depends on where I'm at on the Alice in Wonderland. But that, and then also when I do the edging around her, I think that she might pop a little bit more too. And I'm pretty sure I actually have kind of like a Victorian looking chair. Hey Susie, thanks for hopping on. So obviously I'm gonna finish out our window here. And this, our advertisement here, I think that taking some of either this white wax or some paint, some acrylic paint, and kind of scraping it, that'll do good too. Yeah, I think that either sometimes I take my white pen and just go along the folds of the dress where the highlight is, and stuff like that can make a big difference. So you guys, Christy with Funky Junk Inspirations on right now, so refresh your page inside the Crafty Bunch. And Wednesday I will be back with Flutter and Flourish by My Artful Adventures, and I hope to see you then. Thanks guys, bye.